Good morning, everyone. This is John with Gun.Deals. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the PTR Ventum line of suppressors. But before we get into that, while you're here, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe as that is free, and go ahead and comment literally anything down below. Now, starting off with the basics. These are all 3D printed titanium PIP technology, which is their purposely induced porosity, which is only something that you can do when you're 3D printing suppressors. And supposedly this all does to lower the back pressure, to maintain a high level of strength, and to deaden the noise as well. And again, it is a very interesting design. Now, they have three different models. They have the Vent 1, which is a 30 caliber model. They have the Vent 2, which is a 9mm. And then last up, they have the Vent 3, which is in 5.56. Now again, the design goals of these 3D printed titanium cans is low back pressure while maintaining strength and sound signature. These are all full auto rated, which they go into their specific ratings on the website, which is very interesting for a fairly lightweight titanium can. On top of that, with the PIP technology, these are supposedly some of the quietest cans on the market. Now, as far as size and weights go, they do vary a little bit from model to model. Starting off with the 30 caliber V1, it is 8.5 inches long, so a full-size can, only coming in at 12.3 ounces without the mount. The V2 is 8.9 ounces at 7.5 inches long. The V3 is 11.75 ounces and 7.5 inches long as well. I would imagine the Vent 3, the V3 is a 5.56 can, so they add a couple ounces of material to make it a little bit stronger, and of course full auto rated versus the lighter 9mm version. The suppressors themselves are one piece. However, in the back they are threaded 1.375 by 24, which is basically industry standard, so you can use whatever sort of adapters and mounts you want. Now on the front of the cans, these are again vented for that flow-through style technology. Talking about back pressure, subjectively, I was able to use it on 9mm, 308, 5.56, and 9mm handguns as well. And subjectively, there was no noticeable back pressure whatsoever on any of the hosts. Now, I will say that on the handgun was shooting a little bit back at me, but that was also, I've never really shot handgun suppressed, so I'm not sure if that's normal, but just note that there was some noticeable kickback on the Arkin handguns that they had out there for display. Again, subjectively, as I don't have $15,000 to $20,000 worth of sound testing equipment, however, all of the cans were very quiet. Now, the 9mm subsonic rounds were quite ridiculous. I was standing right next to them without ear pro as they were going off, and they sounded fantastic. Of course, 5.56 and 308, you are going to have that supersonic crack unless you're using specialized ammunition, but for supersonic rounds, they were also quite pleasant. Now, the elephant in the room is going to be the price. The price for all cans is right at around $1,400, which is kind of in the top tier category for pricing. Now again, they do have some proprietary, very interesting technology, flow through, low back pressure, very quiet, full auto rated as well. So the feature set is kind of there, but again, these are very, very expensive cans. So when we're talking about value, they're probably not worth it whatsoever for 9mm, especially if you're, just shooting it off of a PCC or something with subsonic ammunition. Most 9mm cans are going to have very little back pressure and sound very good as well, just by virtue of it being a quiet round if you're using subsonic ammunition. Maybe it's more worth it for the 5.56 and 308 versions if you were looking for a blend of low back pressure while maintaining a low signature, while also being very durable, again, with being full auto rated. So perhaps these are better 5.56 or 308 options, but for 9mm or even for 300 blackout subsonic, there are cans that can achieve 90-95% of the performance for less than half the cost. Value is always subjective and definitely depending on what you're looking for, so go ahead and let me know what you think of the PTR Ventum suppressors in the comments down below. With all of that out of the way, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. Peace off.